Sense of smell is our strongest trigger of memory above all of our other, five senses. It's the only one that's directly connected to the part of the brain that's responsible for memory and learning and emotion. That's why you can smell something and you're instantly kind of brought back to a place or memory.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and besides of being recently married, I own the leading company in bouquet preservation in the world. It is when connecting with my clients that I felt the need to serve them and help them navigate this new and exciting journey. On this podcast, we bring you everything you need to know to plan the wedding of your dreams. We'll be featuring conversations with top wedding vendors and valuable tips and advice from real couples. Whether you're engaged or simply love, this podcast is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started on this journey to your perfect wedding day. Welcome to the club, to Bridal Club. Did you know that scent is one of our most powerful senses? What if I told you that you can create and design your own unique scent for your wedding, you can continue to enjoy for the rest of your life by having it made into candles? Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, I totally missed out on this opportunity for my own wedding, but I don't want you to, where you're going to learn a lot about creating your unique signature fragrance. Help me welcome Claire with Malibu Apothecary to this episode. When I got engaged, I heard from a lot of my clients, my brides, about having a special scent or special perfume for my wedding. And that is what I did. Actually, my husband and I chose it together. And I remember every time I would go to the bathroom, I would spray a little bit just to make sure that I was like soaking in throughout the entire night that scent. And now on special occasions or anniversaries, I get to, spray my perfume. It really does bring me back. So today I have Claire with Malibu Apothecary that is going to tell us everything about her company and what she does. So Claire, thank you for doing this with me today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I love you and your work. And so now as a bride too, it makes it even so much more fun and, meaningful.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see how you're going to implement your own business to your wedding. Obviously, talk about that too, but why don't you tell our audience who you are and more about your company?
So my name's Claire. I'm the founder of Malibu Apothecary. I started about 5 years ago just from my passion for travel and wellness, but I was creating scents, crafting perfumes, candles 3 years before I even started the business. I lived in Nice, France, so it's nearby Grasse, which is the capital of perfumery. And so just kind of stumbled upon a perfume making workshop there, really fell in love with like scent creation. So I started making my own products. And then the more I started researching to craft my own, the more I found how toxic most can be. So a lot of specifically candles also can be made with, carcinogenic wax, unsafe fragrances. I just thought it's really crazy. You could spend $100 on a candle that's toxic for you. And so for something to be self-care or luxury and it's toxic for you, it's not really self-care or luxurious. So I just started creating my own. Was doing that for about 3-4 years until I started a business. And so I've been doing that full time now for 5 years. So really just kind of came from my passion for scent. Also, each one of the scents are inspired by different places I've lived or traveled. So that connection between scent and memory plays through in all the different signature scents that we have. So specifically beaches, islands. I'm a big traveler and I love the beach. They're all kind of beachy, island inspired. Just loving that idea that scent can connect to memories. And what better way to, especially for weddings, is like you said, for your own, making that scent connection, especially when you can build it with your partner, it just makes it so much more meaningful as well.
How exactly does that work? What exactly connects the scent with the memory?
Our sense of smell is our strongest trigger of memory above all of our other, five senses. It's the only one that's directly connected to the part of the brain that's responsible for memory and learning and emotion. So our olfactory bulb is what processes scent. It's connected to the limbic system. So that's our hippocampus, thalamus, amygdala. And so all of those are responsible for those connections. So that's why you can smell something and you're instantly kind of brought back to a place or memory.
If I had connected with you before our wedding, I would, of course, use your services for this. Again, I use my perfume, and it's like the perfume I use for occasions. However, how special would have been for all the guests to be able to smell it, and even me give my mom a candle that would bring her back to my wedding. Congratulations on your engagement, by the way.
Thank you.
Crazy. Claire and I connected before she was engaged, and she actually, I don't know why we started talking about rings, but I gave you
I think because yours is so beautiful.
Yes, it probably was that
That's probably why. And thank you. I appreciate that compliment. We started talking about the podcast, and I think I sent you the podcast with Barry Adler, the Diamond Factory Dallas one, and it's the most listened one. So I really hope that our audience love this one as much. So why don't you tell us what kind of custom creations you can do for weddings?
Yeah, definitely. And I'll just say too, you recommended the Diamond Factory. I have recommended almost I think it's gonna be they don't know, but 3 rooms have gotten
Wow.
now their
They are great to work with, and as you know, they're very reliable, and you get to see like how they're doing everything. It's super fun.
so for ours, the kind of custom scent creation, we work really closely with the bride and the groom as much or as little as they want. Some people have a very specific vision of like, notes of gardenia and I want notes of yuzu and we went to Capri for our engagement, so lemon notes. And so it can be
Wow.
very specific or it can be I just want something really nice, subtle, that's appealing for most people, at my wedding, with maybe floral touches. And so we can kind of, whatever the scope is, kind of work with that as well. We also like to get a vibe of the wedding flowers, the decor, the location. I like to hear a lot of the love story. So it feels more authentic. Where do you like to vacation? Where do you guys go? Where's your happy place? Or is there anything particular you like to cook together? When we love Italian, we use rosemary. So maybe incorporating notes of
Wow.
rosemary in it. It can be very specific or it can kind of just be, something aesthetically beautiful as well. From there, we kind of just align the fragrance with their kind of personal story and then do the creation process. So for me, that's about anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, depending how narrow or broad that scope is. Once we kind of feel like it connects to their personal and sensory journey, we can kind of then go into the development process of, is this going to be put into a candle, a perfume, a room spray? Is it going to be even HVAC scenting where we can kind of pump it through the venue as well? And you can also do, let's say, if you wanted to blend one of our current signature scents, that can be something that's really quick. So that doesn't take a whole 6 week process. You can kind of blend together scents that we have in house, and then that can be recreated immediately. Anywhere from that day from our meeting to 6 weeks, it kind of takes to create a custom fragrance.
What did you call the system that sprays throughout the venue?
Commercial scenting or HVAC scenting. So
Okay.
HVAC scenting can connect through the HVAC system. Pretty easy installation. So it could even just be for a one event. It doesn't have to be anything permanent with the venue cooperating, of course. Or we have standing diffuser towers. So we can kind of place in the corner in the bathrooms, or there's ones that are plugged in that can be on a schedule. So we can say for 18 hours, Saturday morning at 4 a.m. till, midnight when the event's over.
Oh my gosh, why did we not connect before? And I really hope that you guys are gonna do this at your wedding. Imagine like the guests getting out and getting a candle that smells like the whole wedding. Oh my gosh, that is so
Yeah.
special. I love it. I went to check out your space because we collaborated on an event for planners. I remember first of all, it's huge. Like I did not imagine your space being so big. I think you have just finished a workshop and I was mesmerized the fact that you can actually learn how to make candles. I was actually able to take your workshop and it was so much fun. So guide us through what it's like to take one of your workshops and what you can learn from them.
Yeah, definitely. We essentially have open classes. We can do private events as well. Somebody who just wants to come in for a date night, just grab 2 spots. We have about 12 classes weekly, and we do candle making classes. We just added, which are super fun, perfume classes as
Oh,
well. So you can
oh wow.
design a perfume, a room spray, and then also we have a signature scenting class that we just added as well. So you can design just the signature scent itself and then take that oil home with a diffuser, one of our mechanical diffusers to diffuse in your home.
Can I say something real quick? The candle
Yeah.
made at your class, it's the best candle I've ever smelled. And I'm like, I made
Oh.
that. I like seriously feel that way, but I don't know how I would even recreate it because I mean, it was like a chemistry class, like I was doing my thing. I was putting so many drops. I have no idea what the recipe was. So guide me through what it's like to actually create your own scent.
To blend the fragrances, we kind of walk you through kind of perfumery, scent creation, and a little overview of that. And then myself or one of the instructors is there to kind of help you make your blend. We kind of have recommendations if you have like, I have nowhere to start or no idea where to start. We can kind of help you with that, or you can just have fun with it. You could just kind of take the scent strips and the blotters and kind of waft it and see, okay, a little bit of scent one, a little bit of scent two. Actually, I wanted a little bit more woody, so we're going to add a few more drops of that in. And it's just kind of play and experimenting. So that's the really fun creative process. We do private events as well. So if you wanted to kind of rent it out for your bachelorette party or, maybe a bridal shower or something, we can host up to 72 people.
Again, it was super, super fun. And of course, if you want all of the things that she mentioned, check out her website and she'll give us all of her social media as well. But even if you want to just have fun and then take it more seriously later, that's awesome that you keep all those cards. Because again, now that I know that I love my candle, I'll come back and do all kinds of different things with it. So that's great. Do you have any more plans coming up that you want to share with us?
Yeah, so we have a couple of new scents that we're creating, which are really special. Positano is one of our new perfumes that we're making, Mykonos and St. Bart's. The St. Bart's one is really special for me because that's where I got engaged. And so kind of capturing a little bit of the personal memories there. So we've got new perfumes, new candles, scents also that we're releasing, and then kind of putting together some bridal packages, what different bespoke options are for different people's budgets and kind of different in terms of like if you want it just for gifting or if you want to scent the whole space and kind of what that looks like. And so it's a little bit more streamlined in that way. So really excited to kind of work with brides on that. Also now wearing the bridal cap and being very conscious too about budget because, as weddings can be super expensive. And so one thing is that, I found now working with brides also is that, it's not just another wedding expense because it's something you can actually take home and can last way beyond your wedding. Similar with yours. That's why I love your business so much is like preserving a piece of that really special day and being able to relive that after.
Yes, thank you for mentioning the budget. I was one of my questions and misconceptions, and I think that is where honestly brides and grooms should put their budget into the things they're going to be able to keep. Again, unfortunately, I didn't do it for my entire venue, but putting that perfume, it really does take me back like big time to my wedding day, and I love that so much. And I really hope that every bride gets to do this too. Really quick and just for fun, what do you know what your scent is going to be like? Have you created it?
Oh, that's hard. It's gonna be in Abaco, Bahamas, which I actually have a signature scent for Abaco, but of course I want to make one just for our wedding. I don't want to answer that completely because I need to involve the groom somewhat, even though
Yeah.
it's gonna be really easy for me. It'll probably be very painstaking to sit there and watch him have to do something. I'm like, I could just do this really quickly myself. But yeah, I actually think I might be one of the more difficult clients for myself. I might like really, really drag the process along, actually.
Funny that you mentioned that. I got married now 10 months ago, so almost a whole year. I mean, I've
Congrats.
done things with my wedding flowers, but my actual bouquet, I have not touched. I don't know what I want. For the rest, and I don't know. There's so many options. There's new things that I want to, bring into our business, and I don't know yet. So I totally understand where you're coming from. So before we go, where can people find you, connect with you, regardless if they're in Texas or not, and they want to use your services?
Yeah, so we work with people all over. So you can reach out directly. My personal email is info@malibuapothecary.com. And then our Instagram, TikTok handles are at Malibu Apothecary. You can reach out directly, follow us, and then our website is malibuapothecary.com. Anything that you contact us through, it's probably going to wind up going to me some way or the other. So yeah, rest assured.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It was lovely talking to you again.
Thank you so much. It was so great to catch up with you as well.
Learn about all things wedding straight from the experts. Be sure to like and subscribe to Bridal Club.